Hello，大家好啊！今畫面好嘛？係啦，今日咧我哋迪芬奇的回係啦。其實呢隻 game 咧，我哋之前咧就爆過一次機噶啦。不過咧就係啦，自己私底下爆過，而且係好耐之前啦。不過就想同大家一齊玩，因為咧一次開一次台咧就可以爆到機噶啦。一短嘅我兩個零鐘到啦，所以其實非常之適合開台嘅。而且咧佢唔好動作類咁樣咯，係好似文藝片咁啦。係啊，大家可以當成為一個互動式嘅電影去睇嘅，咁樣事不宜遲啦，我玩遊戲。係啊，其實頭先都係開新咗遊戲嘅。大聲得滯咧。嗱，一開始隻單板上面就去緊我間屋拋垃圾。
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
係啊，呢間屋咧其實係腳嘅屋企嚟㗎，大致畫面係 OK 嘅。我出嚟先。呢隻
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
搭到好奇怪嘅僭建房屋咁嘅樣。部 game 第一隻嘢唔恐怖嘅。
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Có tờ Úc
I
thể
haven't been
hiện
back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
đầu
In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
giới thiệu
Maybe she
họ
thought
sẽ
I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
có là thông翻落去頭個位嘅。
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
係咪可以睇下先？可以行落，但係就冇任何事發生嘅。
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
嘅嘢咧，其實有遺憾，繁體中簡體字都睇得明，所以就算啦。
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
第一開始呢隻 game 咧，嗰陣時我啱玩嘅時候，覺得佢有少陰森恐，但係佢並唔係恐怖 game。我以為咧就
The
大
house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
個屋仔咧，呢座潛屋咧會有啲各樣跑出嚟啊，或者怪獸啊之類不可告人嘅秘密，其實就唔
As a
係嘅。
child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
冇錯啊，就係我而家講嗰種感覺。但咧，佢呢間咧係一間木造嘅屋仔嚟嘅，所以其實佢裏面
Now,
咧
as a 17-year-old,
再冇
I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
壞呢間屋，因為佢真係好陰森恐怖，個感覺好嘅。
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
你話說即係肥料定係泥嚟咧？但係個山頭應該唔使用泥種啊，係嘛？狗窿㗎？
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
嗰部電有高溫功。間房俾我，你繼續。
The power had been turned off the night we left.
即係我哋夜晚係奶。
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
你咧，我喺出邊嗰種。
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
但係佢哋冚家點解會唔係咧？就
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
係啊，佢冚唪唥都係佢屋企人嚟嘅，啲咩關係咧就唔太清楚，因為我玩嘅時候。
One restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
即係佢舊嘅屋咧冧咗之後睇出啊呢個音
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara 先掟膠黐實喎，掟膠呢啲裝入嚟嗰個位。
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
房啊，係咪佢間房？
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
即係佢就間屋裏面人嘅人，一間開住門。
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
嗰時嗰間屋個門開本書嘅。
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
倉鼠嘅房一下冇太郎。
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart! Wait! Go to sleep!
係。出去玩嘢。
I kept eating and eating.
食牙膏啊！
I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window.
係喎，
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
「你喺度轉嘢？暈咯！哇，頭暈！真咩事？不停咁樣轉。等我一陣啊，我可能要撥隻 game 啊，覺得中咗 bug 啊。bug 咗，真係 bug 咗。
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving,
可唔
so
可
I
以唔
looked
選擇
around
唔
for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. I ate a lot of things that night. I kept eating and eating. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh. 個 bug 係強制發動。
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Ngon ngon.
而家中咗 bug 啊！
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Good game 都係咁樣喎，呢個點樣解決？隻雀仔我過唔過其實得唔得啊？睇唔到隻雀去咗邊啊？冇咗啊！又一隻好溫情。
不停轉機。
The babies were all gone.
北啊，東北啊，算啦，我都好頭暈啊！我隻滑鼠係冇問題噶，隻滑鼠係冇問題噶，手佢係唔會。開呢個啊，關係喎。咁點解會轉圈嘅？
I jumped and I almost got her.
頭都暈。
係啊，頭都暈啊！
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
我頂，知我咩事啦？佢連接咗我個手掣啊！OK 啦，咁我用手掣玩啦。咁我嘅手掣就自己喺度震嘅，點解？我試得轉圈圈啦，算啦，我都係用翻滑鼠，我放好嗰啲。我哋可以繼續。呢隻真係一隻值得睇或者值得玩嘅。嘅小妹隻雀，佢變成咗隻貓，然之後食咗隻雀。呢個小妹妹應該就係我死咗嘅。真係捉到喎！
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
呢件嘢咁，我用個嚟玩。 就喺度
A mama rabbit.
啊
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
攞手哦喂呀喂
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
喂
Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
เข้า嚟嘅呀彈好低喎，我海豹嚟喎。
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
E 帝玩難控制好多嘅。
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Dạ con cái gì đó quái vật à.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Ủa敵人啊
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
呢隻係咩類型？Game
互動式電影啦，你可以當佢係，佢唔係恐怖 game 嚟嘅。 係啊，嘗試一下用心去感受呢隻
I
game。
wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
佢唔係一啲好似 RPG 咁樣 RGB RPG 係啦，啲遊戲咁樣。你當佢係一場電影咁去睇咯。啊呢個。OK， 有我。我好影響我玩喎，好難控制我變咗怪物之後。幾多夢？不安喎。我要做杯啦。
卡住咗。
係啊，卡住咗啊！我俾自己卡住咗我自己啊！死啦！我咪打到個 kick 咧自己，你冇辦法啊咁樣，佢再 reboot 多一次，你再變多一次貓，變多一次雀仔，變多一次鯊魚，再變多一次怪獸。我點解嗰陣時我玩嘅時候咧又好順暢喎
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but
我
I
多一
was
次呢個
hungry.
劇情啊！然後再走就去食第3次嘅牙膏。
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
今次唔會轉圈圈啊，因為我
Suddenly,
放好咗個手掣。
I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
好大機會呢係，因為小妹妹呢，佢變成貓呢個時候呢，其實已經瓜柴，餓到自己出現幻覺。
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
啲咕咕。
Rabbits.
哦，咁啊！
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. ，She was almost too big to carry. I started choking.
佢由頭開始食。
Stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
喂，唔係又棘住我嘛？
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seeds. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. so hungry. I jumped out of the water.
啊，今次我
When
唔
I
會
opened
打
my
kick
eyes,
㗎啦。
everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real wide.
哦，棘住佢啦，得閒。我行出邊，會俾一台蛋再棘住我啊！
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
"我喺廁所度出返嚟啊！
I
返返
got
自己屋
closer
企
and。closer.
咦，斷開咗㗎，原來我返屋企，然之後食咗。
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
"俾個小俾佢自己。
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
太郎間屋㗎嘛，
Molly's
睇
gerbil
過。
had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
佢就係變貓嘅事。但
This
係
would be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. So, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
間房畫畫嘅
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
喎，係另外一個畫俾佢。哇！呢隻衣車我以前試過係咁高噶，嗰呢種嘅衣車。
Her room was like a museum.
把刀啊！咦？呢個着鬥咪出面之前貓貓跳過嘅時候嗰個着鬥嚟嘅。
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
你嘅初始
九
而家畫緊一隻咧互動類嘅人，呢個就係呢間屋嘅人啊，即係呢間屋其實係受到鬥嘅，但係而家咧就因為多人間房一路咁樣搭上去啦，攞嚟做咩？即係衣車係要呢個嘢嘅，即係衣車踩噶嘛，人力喎，一放罐有毒嘅嘢喺度咧。
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
呢種我咪
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
你知 Mike 有時收唔到你聲。
咁樣啊？或者我刪咗個降噪佢啊。 因為我換咗我換咗第二個嘢咧嚟播嚟直播嘅，係啊，我已經唔係用緊 OBS 嘅。係咯，或者開呢個雜訊抑制啦，唔開呢個降噪咯。係咯，咁樣應該會好啲嘅。哇！你睇下佢個屎坑，佢個屎坑咁粉紅嘅，果然佢阿嫲都有顆，係咪佢阿嫲？佢阿爺單人床嚟㗎，佢阿爺個廁所咁粉紅嘅。
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
哦，佢老婆嚟嘅。哇！呢啲好難清潔咯，呢啲粉紅色嘅毛茸茸嘅嘢。喂，哇！支膠封死咗喎。咁跟住咧，呢度出返去，封死咗嘅喎。係啊，啲門封死咗咧，係佢阿媽啲傑作嚟嘅。啲年紀大咗嘅咧，要擺張凳喺裏面沖涼㗎。係咯，跟住咧，咦？
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
佢間屋咧好多暗門咯。
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
我哋嚟到第二間房啦，小太空人嘅房間。
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
呢個我記得啊，佢隻腳。
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, he swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
係咩？但我想繼續揈喎，你睇下。而家喺度講緊呢啲小朋友咧，其實真係好適合而家今日呢個兒童節。唔理佢，我要繼續瞓。而家我哋飛出去。我哋揈唔到一定嘅高度咧，我哋係唔俾。
But that day,
係
he
喎，
finally made up his mind to do it.
付諸行動。我哋揈到最遠。
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here.
好開心啊！
But I doubt it.
哇！你睇我就快揈到360
He'd
啊！
already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind for, and he did.
Alvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
哇！好開心啊！呢個盪千秋真係。
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
真係可以俾360㗎。
CLS
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
咦？秘密通道，手指你有秘密通道。哇！
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
呢度先啦。
為咗 Joy
係啦，呢度先啦。
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
咦？我哋出返嚟頭先間房喎。咁啊，我哋入返去，我哋繼續入去另外嗰間房。啊！去到嗰個童星間房啊，呢個童星間房有少少恐怖啊！個故事係啊，幾悲傷。 我哋欣賞下佢間房先啦。
Never thought about how hard it must have been for her
初
afterwards.
見
Hello， 我哋而家玩緊呢個類似互動式電影咁樣嘅遊戲啊。
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Add oil W.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
尖叫聲出名嘅小妹妹。
Her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better.
當豬
I
聲。
think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and
係啊，
winding
都話咗頭先個音樂盒
until
啦
finally the，key pops out.
係要轉把鎖匙出
I'll
嚟
be back in a
嘅。
sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick? Are you okay? This isn't funny.
「我仲喺度等佢自己播添，原來要我行落去喎。
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
我武器開，雀仔偷，出嚟啊！出嚟啊！ 嗯，呢邊行過去，只喺呢邊行過去。匿埋喺雪櫃，哇！頂你啊！
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, coming up. If this is a trick, dead, Walter.
我又要行翻上去隻抽啊，同佢。又似你話掟嘢。
Police described the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents
6
are urged
尺
to
高，
lock all doors and
有
windows
鐵
and notify the
鈎，
police of any suspicious activity.
鐵鈎船長。
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
做得好。
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
逃跑！逃跑！逃跑！秘密通道。
She played her part beautifully.
冇錯，表現得非常之不錯。我哋係咪走翻佢後面搏濕佢？ 其實點解佢唔報警？冇嗰啲山郊地方。先呢？
Wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
咁易爛啊！啲古老大屋真係化學。 仲未完，我鎖門先啦。出面冇人，跌咗落嚟㗎啦嚇！咦，條屍呢？佢翻山啊！
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was.
叮當，叮當，叮當！我出邊冇人喎。
Speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it
哦，係佢細細個拍戲嘅時候咧，嗰啲
She saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized
嗰啲
what was
嚇
about
佢嘅
to
怪物
happen.
啊！
She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
咁就瓜柴咗啦。佢係俾殺人犯殺死嘅。OK， 我哋擒翻出去啦。
I guess now I know why Mom doesn't like me playing with the music box.
話說佢呢啲秘密通道咧，整完出嚟之後咧，如果我大個仔大個女咗，咪唔可以再玩呢啲秘密通道咯。所以呢啲秘密通道係俾小朋友玩嘅。我哋打開頭先個音樂盒，揾下會唔會見到頭先嘅耳仔咧？繼續扭，呀！啊，甩咗出嚟啦！係咯，嗱，上面我哋都探索完啦，我哋落下面嗰層。你睇屋企啊，可以擺桌球台㗎，幾開心。哇！咁大間屋咧，其實做清潔就好麻煩。哇！你睇下係佢自己嘅工房啊！我都想有一個咁樣嘅地方。
Unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
一陣破傷風針啊！哦，呢個就係佢之前整嘅龍頭滑梯啊！嗰個邊個阿爺、阿叔、阿伯唔知啦，嗰啲死喺龍手上嘅人啊，講到咁好聽。
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
哇！開唔到啊！開唔到。
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
嗯？哇！好黑掹掹。
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had
我
gone.
自動燈嚟噶。頭先話斷咗電噶嘛，佢屋企，所以佢有發電機。
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
好多高蛋白奶粉。我話說咧，呢啲地下室咧應該會擺好多植物嘅，係啦，因為防止龍捲風啊、地震啊各樣嗰啲天災咧。啊！鐵路啊，我以前細個都好中意咧，見到嗰啲鐵路圍住自己屋企喺度勁共咁樣行，好想有一架咁樣嘅火車俾我砌啲鐵路圍住間屋喺度轉，但係就當然係唔得噶啦。
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
哎呀！
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
好似就咁。佢每一日都會好準時咁樣喺度開罐頭。如果公仔日日都咁跌啊，你就放入啲啦。
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
咦？停咗喎佢。
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
唔食罐頭啊！
I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
哦，佢係佢以為有災難，所以匿埋喺個地下室度。
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
哦，佢覺得有嘢殺死咗佢哋啲屋企人。
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
佢係俾貨櫃俾火車
Walter
車
died
死
when I
嘅。
was 6. I I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
"掛住一張畫，好似扮成窗口咁樣。
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But
而
if she
家
never
應該
told
冇
me
火
our
車經過
uncle
呢
owned
度
the
啦。
house,
我呢個佢阿叔嚟
I
嘅。
can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Huh? 嗯？出面有個湖嚟嘅喎，佢架車喺邊度嚟㗎？火車？哦，即係曾經有橋有剩嘅應該。
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh, 太陽能自動嘅。
But I thought you should know about your family.
我哋
And the
行一
history you're a
行
part of.
沙灘。
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
嗰條龍頭滑梯啊，唔係啊，唔係係龍捲嘅雕像。
I think the people in these stories believed them for what that's worth.
係咯，佢哋其實都係相信緊佢哋自己嘅嘢，包括而家個主角都係，佢相信佢而家返嚟呢個大屋，記錄低而家嘅事情
When you look at
係
the house, had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Hmm? 我係個 boy 嚟嘅喎。
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
呢啲係寵物嘅墓地。
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
佢哋每一個人都有屬於自己嘅墓碑。喺起好間屋嘅時候就已經先起好。頭先隻喵喵蕩千秋嗰個火箭人係咪啊？
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, 佢哋間屋爛咗嘅
She could see
時
it
候，
poking out of the water at low tide.
佢哋孭住間屋過嚟嘅時候，嗰個雕像，呢間就係佢間屋啊。
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
呢間就係佢嗰間沉船爛屋。哦，頭先我哋變鯊魚遊落去嘅時候，就見到嗰隻沉船，就係孭住呢間屋嘅。
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
哇！佢屋企都有好多人喎，冚唪唥都係佢屋企人。
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
哦，就係報紙上面嗰個小朋友啊，頭先。係咯，佢哋每一個墓碑都有佢哋自己嘅特色喺度。
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday. Find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
係咯，我老啦咁樣我都。
when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
哇！懷孕22週嘅時候返嚟，我真係佢女嚟嘅，唔係啊？哦，佢係帶住肚㗎。哦，呢度有樓梯。
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
係啊，大家都有自己恐懼嘅嘢。我自己都唔係成日影相，啊嘛，我會影相，但係我唔會影自己咯。喂，開啦，開呀，開！係啦，頂我要拱隻滑鼠上去。
Dawn, I promise you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, 永遠都忘不
These
了
memories
這
are
個
gonna
週
last a
末。
lifetime.
我哋偷拍條女。
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
我見到棵樹。
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Smile。
Okay, got it.
呢個好鍾意影相嘅老豆啊！
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
你入邊啊，小朋友咧？
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
咁我望鏡頭，我影到佢。
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
哇！佢
Well,
屙
till
尿
I
啊！
take a picture of you.
I definitely won't pay.
哦，影佢屙尿啊，周圍屙尿啊！
I'm just saying, I'm not always
罪
gonna be
證
here, though.
啊！
You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
咦？你鹿仔？
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
射擊前我幫你影張相。
Dad, I...
Just breathe.
你
Turn off.
咦？
Let me get behind
葉
you.
槍。
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive,
Smile。呀！
Great shot, Don.
哇！佢竟然影到佢開槍嘅樣。我想影呢個驚訝嘅表情。
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that,
哦，
okay?
我行過去啊！我行過去，可唔可以？可唔可以？
Sorry, Don.
Yeah.
Just gotta reset the timer.
我跑啊跑啊跑啊跑啊跑！
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try
Yay!
not to think about
Wow!
it.
Whee! OK，咁樣就係佢最後嘅一張相。
That's the one I wish
佢影低咗佢自己最後嘅一張相，佢幫自己影低咗。啊！咦，佢攞好多獎章喎。
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
咁跟住呢？跟住我要行邊度啊？啊呢度。開門啊！開門！開門！開門！開！開門！係啦。佢啲方向呢，有陣時都唔知點樣開嘅道門。
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
"小朋友，喂，唔係，要揭開佢。
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
一個人點樣係會笑住呢？小朋友睇到一啲我哋睇唔到嘅嘢，係啊，就好似畢加索咁樣，佢睇到一啲我哋睇唔到嘅嘢。咦，短短短，喂喂喂 睇佢識得自己游水啊！
Bartend over, Gregory. It's time to. Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
喂，咦，多隻鴨仔。喂，喂，我請到啲鴨仔。喂，耶！
Lost in his imagination. What is he saw? It sure made him happy.
Mày 我要整埋啲字落嚟嘅。嘿 就好似小朋友玩水一樣。喂喂喂！
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy.
呢個小朋友嘅開心就係咁簡單。
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory.
I wish you could
耶！我要繼續玩水。
about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
你睇下，我哋喺水裏面啊，我哋就變成咗一隻青蛙。 我哋可以同佢哋一齊玩水。
I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
我哋喺個渠度走。
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
冇錯，呢、個小朋友1歲嘅，浸死咗啦。係咯，每一個小朋友咧，都好似睇翻佢哋記憶嘅時候，都好似自己變翻做小朋友一樣。
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Yay! Yay!
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
哎呀哎呀哎呀！誒，我仲可以飛返起喎。
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I learned.
哦，佢老豆娶咗個繼母返嚟。哇！你睇我隻風箏有動力㗎。跟住呢，我卡住。跟住呢，我要戳架風箏戳高佢呢。唔係喎，哦呢度啊。
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
哇！有性格。我啲駕駛技術真係好唔掂。
The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
哦， 好大浪喎出邊。哇！嚟啦！
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Yeah. 嚟啦！暴風雨來得更猛烈一些。暴風雨來得更猛烈一些。跟住呢，我咪要行上天俾雷劈呢。嗰個厭世嘅小朋友。我要連間屋都吹埋啊！喂
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
仲有4個回憶我哋係未睇嘅。跟住點啊？行上去。係咯。哇！我哋攀石上去。
The loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
哇！有電腦㗎佢。
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
哦。
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
有太陽能㗎喎佢哋。 我所
When
以
my
有
dad
電
died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
係樹屋啊，住喺
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
城堡。
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
咦？1992年至未死嘅喎佢，但佢道門又係俾人封住咗啦。
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
我以前都會喺啲字典度咁樣畫。
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
「我哋仲有1、2、3個回憶未睇嘅。就係上面。
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
佢啲設計呢，設計得好巧妙，一望過嚟就會睇咗呢座城堡先，而唔會留意到隔離有條樓梯，所以個劇情其實唔會亂。
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
哇！好開心啊！呢張吊凳坐喺度，無敵大海景，有樹屋。
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
哇！食水煙㗎佢。
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
哇！
I asked him to describe it.
左右手要一齊喐喎。
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
哇死啦！手腳唔協調添。
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
我覺得喺度做緊啲重複性嘅工作嘅時候咧，大家都會開始喺度發白日夢。
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
職權專注，因為佢喺度發緊白日夢。
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
呢個新嘅朋友
On the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
佢一路喺度劏緊魚，一路喺度哼緊歌。
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Mario.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
因為佢喺魚廠做得好好，所以佢想轉工，
New Louisville.
又或者去下一個目標。
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother
佢
pleaded,
做到唔記得返屋
part of
企，
Louis kept sailing on.
返屋企啦，返屋企啊！佢依然喺沉醉喺佢嘅想像世界當中。
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
漂亮嘅王子。好啦，咦？點解係晉朝的皇后嘅？
handsome queen.
上一次我都係揀女王。死我開始慢慢開始習慣咗佢嘅湯魚。
The queen
湯
was
魚
on
操
her
作
own。quest for
彩虹。
radiant rainbows.
哇！我撞冧咗條彩虹啦！
He followed the sound of her
電石塔琴、銀書琴。
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
佢終於離開個罐頭廠啦。
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Hmm. 呢個就好似王座一樣。呢個就係我哋頭先做緊嗰樣嘢。
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
睿智嘅三色貓。誒，佢養嘅呢隻貓原來頭先我哋喺墓地度有冇見過佢個墓碑啊？
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
呢個係斷頭台嚟㗎。
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Hand pink waving high.
Hello。呢一段呢，我覺得係呢隻 game 嘅精髓嚟嘅。係啊，呢個湯魚有精神病嘅人，你見到呢頭先呢，佢一路喺度湯魚嘅時候呢，佢個想像呢係會越嚟越擴大嘅。係啊，呢個我覺得隻 game 係做得非常之好嘅一 part 嚟嘅。好啦，我哋仲有幾多個回憶未睇呢？一個、兩個。
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Face purple wide eyes.
Ah. 仲有啊，繼續行上去。係喎，頭先我哋喺呢個位度入嚟嘅，呢度落返去。 係你爛咗喎條梯，咁點上去㗎？哦，呢度。
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
係咯，呢隻 game 唯一我覺得唔好嘅地方咧，值得彈嘅就係佢冇繁體中文版。
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
哇！佢唔怕辣到自己嘅咩？點啲蠟燭喺度。
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
呢度。
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
We'll 就係呢間受詛咒嘅屋。
Okay.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you. There's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Oh.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
千年一遇嘅地震。
I've seen that house every day of my life.
嗱，地震完咗嘅退潮咧，係海嘯嘅先兆嚟㗎嚇。但係對於呢個阿婆嚟講，
I lost my way.
其實都睇返間屋就夠啦。
I got turned around.
好大霧，我乜嘢都見唔到。
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
就係因為呢隻鹿仔殺死咗一個人。
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
架衣車啊！哦，爛咗個衣車。
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
哦，最後留低喺度嘅係佢阿嫲。
The next morning, the band came to
曾
pick
祖
her up.
母啊。
She was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
"我的家人從來沒有怪我錄我的家人似乎並不奇怪。 我當大個了，我成長了，大個了，我想。
My mom didn't like to talk about it.
我媽
But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
出世嘅，喺佢出世嘅時候就死咗啦，佢媽媽。
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
哦，係啊，佢係一個 boy 嚟噶。呢本日記，呢本日記就係佢媽媽寫留低喺度俾佢，叫佢返嚟呢間屋度睇一睇。佢哋每一個角色其實係真有其人喺度，所以你會見到佢哋嘅擺設裏面有啲相喺度。個故事一路行緊嘅時候，其實佢哋就一路，你睇到佢哋嘅時代其實一路喺度變緊嘅，由嗰啲冇電器啊，啲書啊、衣車嘅年代，去到慢慢變成有電腦啊，有霓虹燈啊。係啦，佢哋嘅家族記唔記得就受詛咒咧？但係終歸係咯，個個人其實都會死嘅。係咯，當我哋死嘅時候，回顧返我哋嘅一生嘅時候，sorry，其實就會唔會好似佢哋咁樣？不過到咗我哋去回顧一生嘅時候，應該就 比較困難，好似佢哋咁用翻小朋友嘅心態走去睇翻一啲瑣碎嘅事情，但係可能對於佢哋嚟講啊，因為佢哋有啲成員呢，佢哋都生命都好短暫，好似個 BB 咁樣，佢得1歲啫。係啊，佢最後喺個浴缸度浸死咗，但係佢係玩住鴨仔、玩住青蛙嚟浸死。咁對於佢嚟講，咁樣嘅一生算唔算係一樣開心嘅事呢？但係點樣都好啊，佢見識唔到出面嘅世界，對於佢嚟講，應該係一個遺憾。呢隻係一隻非常之好嘅遊戲嚟嘅，係啊。係咯，最後嘅一個成員。咁呢隻 game 咧，其實就爆咗機㗎啦。係啦，不過就真係非常之值得玩嘅一隻嘢嚟嘅。係啦，好多其實咧，佢點講好咧？就好似畢加索嘅畫咁樣，係啊。雖然我唔覺得佢畫得靚啊，但係我明白嘅，係啊。畢加索其實佢係用緊第二個境界去睇呢個世界嘅，佢係用翻小朋友嘅眼光去睇翻呢個世界，所以小朋友畫出嚟嘅嘢就係咁嘅樣。呢個係一個好難得嘅事情嚟嘅。你見到咧，其實佢呢度家族成員裏面咧，有部分嘅人咧，雖然好大年紀，又或者係各樣啦，其實佢哋依然都有一個好童真嘅心嘅，係啊。雖然有啲咧，佢遊戲內容度佢係輕輕帶過啦，但係係咯，佢依然有佢想表達嘅嘢咯。係咯，至於大家感受到嘅係啲乜嘢咧？咁樣都可以大家分享一下嘅，係啦，呢個我都覺得係非常之好，因為我睇到嘅同你哋睇到嘅都有唔同嘅分別啦。係啊，一件好嘅藝術品其實就應該係要咁樣。係咯，咁或者我哋講翻我標題啦，點解會將遊戲當成係第9藝術咧？咁樣係啊，之前嗰8樣分別係啲乜嘢咧？好似有舞蹈啦、戲劇啦、音樂啦、繪畫啦、電影啦，好似仲有詩詞歌賦之類，係啦。咁其實遊戲嚟講咧，好多其實都我覺得係可以去得到呢個藝術品嘅級別。呢隻係我認為其中一隻，係啦。其他我相信都會有其他嘅作品都係咁樣嘅，係啊。咁至於你話乜嘢係藝術呢一樣嘢，其實就我自己定義嚟講係能夠觸動人心嘅，先至叫做藝術咯。你可以係好驚訝嘅， 可以係震撼嘅、悲傷嘅，各種嘅情緒係啊，能夠挑起大家呢種情緒嘅，先至係一件好嘅作品、好嘅藝術品。係咯，今日嚟到呢度啦，係啦，一隻幾有童真嘅 game， 係啊，360度嘅千秋啊，真係，真係幾好玩啲嘢。係咯，咁樣非常推薦大家去買呢隻 game， 係啊，一隻值得再玩嘅 game 嚟嘅，呢個係。就好似一套電影咁樣，係咯。今日嚟到呢度啦，咁多謝大家過嚟睇啦。咁樣係啦，兒童節快樂啦！係啊，一隻童真嘅遊戲，記唔記得做童真呢？係咯，有啲點講好呢？呢種感覺係啊，反而呢隻 game 呢係會有少少感覺出嚟，但係又好難用言語表達出嚟。係咯，咁如果大家都有類似嘅感覺，可以分享一下。好啦，今日嚟到呢度啦，咁多謝大家啦，收台啦。係啦，講翻聽日咧會有呢個明日方舟嘅活動嘅，唔係明日方舟活動抽蛋啦，同埋打下佢嘅活動關卡嘅。係啦，咁樣星期六會繼續整呢個自己嘅 Live 2D 啦。係啦，所以係啦，咁多謝大家過嚟啦。好啦，真係收台啦。